A very warm welcome to today's class. I am a faculty at Lotus Petal Foundation, Gurgaon. Today, we will be talking about communication and the importance of communication in our life. So, I would begin with a quotation. Communication works for those who work at it. So, let's define what communication is. Communication is a process of exchanging information, ideas, thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and feelings through speech, signals, writing, and behavior. Let's understand what is the communication process. Well, it starts with the sender and it ends at the receiver. The sender will send a message through a proper communication channel to the receiver. The receiver will receive the message and he will decode the message sent by the sender. Then he will give a feedback to the sender whether he has understood what was intended by the sender. So the communication process will complete only if the receiver is able to understand what the sender was trying to communicate to him or her. Let's talk about types of communication. People communicate with each other in a number of ways that depend upon their messages and its context in which it is used. Types of communication based on the communication channel used are verbal communication and non-verbal communication. So, what is verbal communication? It means communicating with words, written or spoken. Verbal communication consists of speaking, listening, writing, and reading. Nonverbal communication, it includes all unwritten and unspoken messages, both intentional and unintentional. Few examples of this nonverbal communication are expressions, body movement, body gestures, eye contact, voice, and touch. More than 80% of the communication is nonverbal in nature. So, what are the most common ways through which we communicate? Well, we communicate through spoken words, written words, visual images, and body language. Different oral communication method includes storytelling, telephone call, interviews, meetings, then speeches, lectures, coaching, debates, etc. Different types of written communication includes the formal type of written communication and informal types of written communication. In the formal written communication, we can have official letters, business letters, circulars, notice, pamphlets, press release, press reports, then auditors, questionnaires, manuals, bulletins, etc. And in the informal written communication, we have personal letters, personal essays, etc. Now, to make the communication effective, we must follow the 7 C's of effective communication. The first one is completeness. That is, the message should be complete in every sense so that it is able to make a sense to the receiver. Second is conciseness. The message should be brief and to the point. It should not use much words so that it saves time also. Then the third one is consideration. The sender should keep into mind the educational qualifications, the state of mind of the receiver. So he should be considerate before he sends the message. Then clarity. The message should be clear. There should not be ambiguity in the message. Concreteness. Concreteness means the message being sent by the sender to the receiver should not be fragmented and it should have a solid base. Courtesy. The sender should use polite words whenever he is sending the message. He should not sound rude when he is communicating to the receiver. Then last but not the least is the correctness. The message should be supported by correct fact and figures. There should not be any misleading information in the message being sent to the receiver by the sender. So I hope this presentation was fruitful for you. Thank you very much.